My name is Jerry McCole. I serve as the director of the Blaze Sports America National Disability Sport Alliance, and our division within Blaze Sports is the coordinating body for Bocce, and today we're at the National Championships hosted by Blaze Sports America. Okay, we have three divisions. We have individual play, one player against another. We have pair play, which is two players against two other players. And then our team competition is three players against three. And then within that, we have players who throw the ball onto the court, and we have ramp players who use a chute to propel the ball out onto the court. Well, that's probably one of the most significant challenges, is to be able to communicate effectively. Most of the ramp players are going to have somebody who's called a sport assistant who works with them to position the ramp, place the ball so that they propel it out onto the court and try to score points. Well, the players and the sport assistant must really work hard to be able to communicate effectively, and so the player must be able to communicate how they want the ramp placed. The level, obviously a higher propulsion of the ball out onto the court is going to put it farther out onto the court, whereas a shorter point for the ramp is going to put it for a shorter game. Well, you got to be very patient, and it's very important to understand that the sport assistant is just an extension of the player. They're not allowed to look at the court, they're not allowed to ask questions, they just must react to the communication, even from a player who may be nonverbal, who indicates with eye movement or head movement where they want the ramp placed. And then if they were to look onto the court, the player would be disqualified. So that, I think, shows the seriousness and the need to really work hard at being able to effectively communicate. Well, I think it's like anybody. We're all wanting to be an athlete, wanting to be competitive, to have that opportunity. And so with adaptations for this particular sport, even an individual who has limited physical strength and maybe not the mobility to throw a ball can still be very competitive and compete only against those other players who function just like they do. And that's where strategy and training come into effect.